Hi, everybody. I am Kevin Ioli from Yahoo Sports, and my guest, I guess, is the best adorned champion out there. You know this face for sure, Danny Swift Garcia. He's going to fight on Saturday. Shawn Porter on Showtime. Should be a great fight. How are you, Danny?
I'm doing great, man. I'm in New York, enjoying this beautiful weather. About to head to the media workout and get it in.
Well, I'll tell you, this is going to be a great fight. I talked to Shawn Porter last week, and we both agreed, it's going to come down to pressure. He's going to put pressure on you, how you handle the pressure. When you look at him, he's going to be in your face for 3 minutes around, 12 minutes around. How do you, 12 rounds of fight, how do you deal with that? And how do you kind of get space so that you can throw your punches at him?
You just got to go in there and dictate the pace. Get off first. My mindset is not to go in there and worry about, he's gonna put the pressure on me. I gotta worry. You know what I mean? That's not my mindset. My mindset is going out there and letting my hands go and fighting my fight. And but I'm ready for whatever.
One of the things, Danny, that it really surprises me about your career, a guy with your record, one loss in, 35 fights. You've won multiple weight championships. You knocked out Amir Khan. You knocked out Brandon Rios. You beat Lucas Matisse. All these things that you've done, and yet it seems like you're a guy that doesn't get a lot of respect. Why do you believe that is? Like, why don't you think that you've caught on the way a Keith Thurman has, the way that an Earl Spence has, the way that a Terrence Crawford has, given what you've done in your career?
I think if you really know about boxing, and you give me my respect. The people who really know about boxing give me my respect. It's a lot. It's it's what people put out there, and a lot of people follow. A lot of people don't do their research, and sometimes you could get caught up in that. But I think if you really know about boxing, and my true fans coming to the Barclays Center this Saturday know what I'm about. My fans love me. It was a great turnout here. So I think my fans love me, and my fans really don't care about the politics of where they rank me because they know I'm the best.
You know, I remember when you fought Matisse, and I think I was the only person that picked you to win the fight. And your father at the post-fight press conference that night was chiding everybody in the media. And I said, "Wait a minute, I picked Andy to win that one." But I mean, you've gone through that for a while. Has it hardened you? Like, made you a little rougher edge because some guys get all the credit, and you're sitting out there saying, "Hey, what about me?" I mean, is it made you tougher?
Definitely. I try not to worry about the politics because the politics is going to be the politics and it's going to be what it is. So my job is to train hard and do what I always do: go in there and win and give the fans a great fight, and just make sure I'm healthy. You know, um, and just add us some more titles to my collection. And that's what keeps me motivated. The the politics of the sport. I don't really worry about that. That's not what motivates me. My motivation is to win, train hard, healthy, and cash these checks.
And speaking of cashing the checks, the PBC announced a deal yesterday with Fox. They announced a deal last week with Showtime. Are you happy, like as a fighter, as a guy that stands to be in a number of really big fights going on, to see what's going on in boxing in terms of television, where hey, you could be fighting on network television in one fight, you might be in a so now all of a sudden boxing is getting the same kind of coverage that UFC has gotten for years, and that other sports like the NBA and NFL have routinely gotten. Does that make you feel good about your sport now?
Absolutely. I feel like boxing has grown over the years, like a lot. In every weight class. Before it would just probably be like a welterweight division that's shining, or it'd be like before it'd be like the heavyweight division. So I feel like every division is big, and I think that's making boxing even bigger now. So it's making it more interesting. So and definitely the PBC thing. PBC is one of the best things that happen to boxing. Bringing it back to regular TV. Showtime's putting up great fights. So and the best is fighting the best, and that's what the fans want to see. So that always helps the sport.
I love the fight with Shawn Porter. I mean, both of you guys lost close fights to Keith Thurman. Uh, but can you take anything when you look at the film of his fight versus Thurman compared to your fight versus Thurman that you can apply to the fight on Saturday against Shawn?
You look for certain things. You look for certain things, but I'm a different style than Keith Thurman. So I just try to look for things that mistakes that Shawn Porter makes over and over and over. in every fight, and things like that. So things he likes to do, his favorite, favorite moves or whatever he likes to do. So we look for things like that. We look for habits, and we just try to put everything together.
I would imagine your footwork is going to be really important in this fight because if he's on top of you like he often is, being able to step to the side and kind of throw a shot. Has that been something you worked on in training camp? Kind of honing your footwork.
Absolutely. We do a lot of agility work. We did a lot of dance rounds. But I think his once he feels my power, he would think twice about coming in. So I think that's the key in the fight.
Your power is underrated. I mean, I was there ringside in Las Vegas when you cold cocked Amir Khan, and I mean, I saw Amir Khan did the happy dance. He got up and went down again, and that told me, when you knock a guy down twice with one punch, that you got some pop in your hands. Why has that been underestimated? Why hasn't guys recognized you for your punching power through your career?
I think they know. I think the fighters know. They know I'm a dangerous fighter. I knocked Brandon Rios out with one punch. He's never been knocked out with a head punch. I dropped Lucas Matisse for the first time in his career. So I put down a lot of fighters for the first time. And I think it's noticed. I think it's really noticed the way a lot of fighters fight me. They don't want to stand in front of me. And that's what makes this fight interesting is that he's going to be in front of me. And I think that's why this is going to be an interesting fight.
Let's end with this. I just want to break down the division a little bit. You and Porter, obviously, two of the top five guys out there. Spence, Bud Crawford, I think is terrific. I love Spence as a fighter. And Keith, who knows what his situation is? I know he's back in the gym right now. How do you break down this division? And does it bother you if Mikey Garcia comes in and cuts the line and goes to fight Errol Spence instead of the winner of your fight with Shawn?
No, it don't bother me. It's his career. He's going to do what he wants to do. He's earned his spot. He's won multiple world titles, so he wants to try to be great. So, he do his thing. But, it's just the interest. Welterweight division's always been the division where there's been a lot of talent. There's been a lot of styles. We may not get all the fights that we want, but, hey, I'm doing my job, and I'm already, Shawn Porter and whoever's next.
Would you do a deal like is Terrence Crawford off limits because he's with Top Rank / ESPN, or is that a fight that you could see happening if you win this fight? Let's assume you beat Shawn Porter on Saturday. Then Spence would be the next logical guy. If you don't get that Spence fight, who would be next? Would it be Crawford? Would it be a rematch with Thurman? What would you want to do?
I really don't know, but I think in boxing, when there's a lot of money on the table, anything can be made. Any fight can be made, so that's what it's all about.
Al Heyman on the phone?
No, it's not. Family member.
I was looking for a scoop there. I was hoping it was Al Heyman. So, well, hey, I know you're busy, dude. We will let you go. I wish you the best of luck Saturday on Showtime at the Barclays Center against Shawn Porter. Danny Garcia, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother.
Okay.